Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Solo stream today. We got quite a lot to catch up on. Took a break for the week, a little summer break. But me and Dieter will be doing a show tomorrow together after I get off work. I mean, you should all know what the topic of today is, right? No? I mean, it's been plaguing the news for the past week plus now. It's crazy how long this has been persisting, I guess you could say, since the whacking of Mr. Epstein, I guess you could say. Let me do a little bit more promotion. Make sure everything looks and sounds good. There we go. What the hell? All right. Post it here. Post it there. Post it everywhere. Fuck it. All right. So, hello. Got a lot to cover. Where should we even start? I mean, we can go back to that Elon thing. I mean, that's kind of like the ember that led to this wildfire that's burning down half of MAGA right now. Because keep in mind, like, when Elon Musk and Trump were going through that dramatic breakup, and Musk was throwing a little hissy fit, and he had some good points about the big beautiful bill. But he was just upset that he wasn't getting his way. He's a lot like Trump, and very sensitive. And he wanted to be the man. Like, he's got the ego, power trip. He wanted more of a say. He wanted more of relative oversight over the administration, and nobody likes him. Nobody fucking likes him. Trump didn't like him. He only tolerated him because he fucking got a shitload of money from Elon. But yeah, everybody remembers at this point. Elon tweeted, the reason why the Epstein files haven't been released yet is because Trump is in them. Have a good day, DJT. And that set a whole lot of people off, because he's fucking right. And so what really did it, I'm scrolling all the way back through my Twitter here, what really set off this latest firestorm was the FBI and the DOJ, I believe it was, coming out and saying, there is no Epstein client list. God, this has been This was like a birthday present to me because I'm scrolling back to like nearly like July 10th now. Yeah, because that was my birthday. That's when I turned 30. But yeah, anything to defend Trump. Yeah, like right before my birthday. All right, let me go ahead and share the screen to my Twitter. Damn, yeah, because this has been going on for a minute, and this isn't going to go away either. I'm convinced this is going to remain a hot button issue until the midterms because so many people are not having it, especially MAGA. Like it's just endless gaslighting. Like, where does it start? Let's see. Yeah, because it happened like just after. So the news dropped on a Sunday, right after the horrendous big beautiful bill dropped or it passed, and then they dropped the news. Oh, yeah. So here's the first thing I actually retweeted. All right, let's actually share it right here. Boom. Is that? Is that? That's probably fine. Yeah. First thing reposted from Dominic Michael Tripe. Um, this disgraceful attempt to deceive Americans in order to protect Jeffrey Epstein, his ties to Israeli and U.S. intelligence agencies, and his high profile sex trafficking blackmail ring is enough to entirely destroy the Trump administration's credibility. And we're seeing the reality of that and like the truthfulness of that play out before our fucking eyes. It's like I've been poking so much fun in conservative circles. It's just like, well, if Trump and his administration are willing to lie about this and cover this up and make shit up to cover their asses, what else could they be lying about? What like they've lost their credibility. If it's about like protect the children, you know, but like who are they protecting? Who's giving the orders? you know? Ken Klippenstein, this circle part in red, coming from from the DOJ and the FBI. This systematic review revealed no incriminating quote client list unquote. There was also no credible evidence that found that Epstein blackmailed prominent individuals as part of his actions. Interesting. We did not uncover evidence that could predicate an investigation against uncharged third parties. So, like the idea that there's no blackmail is especially insane. Like, set aside the fact that you know Epstein didn't kill himself. Like that part alone is not as much of an issue right now as it is that the government in power right now is covering their asses because of a dead guy and how powerful and connected he was and how much dirt he had, how many people he involved himself with. This shit goes so deep, and there's still so much I haven't actually like uncovered and looked into that I'm being sent by a friend. There's just a whole bunch. Okay, like let's see what the latest is. I'm actually gonna read a Facebook post from what my friend sent me. And I guess it's from it might be an excerpt from a New York Times article because freaking everything right now is behind everything these days is behind a goddamn paywall. So this might be um pretty useful information, especially if you have to pay to even see the goddamn article. Um, y'all ever wonder who ratted out Jeffrey Epstein? I mean, he got away easy for a long time until someone told on him. 2004, Trump and Epstein have a falling out over a property fight. 2 years after Mr. Trump called Mr. Epstein a terrific guy, the two men became rivals over an oceanfront Palm Beach mansion that had fallen into foreclosure. In a power struggle detailed by the Washington Post, Mr. Trump ultimately outbid Mr. Epstein for the property. There is little public record of the two men interacting after that real estate battle. Mr. Trump would later say in 2019 that him and Mr. Epstein had a fallen out and hadn't spoken in 15 years. The president declared himself not a fan of his former friend. Now pair this with the narrative in conservative circles right now. Whenever this is brought up, like, oh, well, Trump kicked out Jeffrey Epstein from Mar-a-Lago for being a creep. That's and they okay, but what about before that? Is that even a real fucking, like, he was kicked out because he was a creep? Like, what was he doing? Like, actively defiling someone in front of Trump, and like, oh, that's a bit too much for me, Jeffrey. Because it seems to me like, given their history, like, Trump was okay with a shitload of stuff that Epstein was doing up until that point. No, it was this property dispute. Like, there's no doubt. It does come back. It comes back to like Trump's fucking manhood. If you're going like in feeling slighted, but to continue here, not long after the property auction, the police in Palm Beach fielded a tip that young women had been observed going in and out of Mr. Epstein's home. Wow, shocker. A few months later, in March 2005, the police received a more substantive complaint from a hey Megan, hello, happy you're here, hello. The police received a more substantive. Oh, I'm going over a an excerpt from a New York Times article that was basically shared in a Facebook post that a friend of mine sent me, and it is about Trump and Epstein's falling out in 2004 over a property dispute. It was a property dispute that led to their falling out, to where they didn't speak for uh, 15 years, according to a quote from Trump in 2019. But after that Michael Wolff investigation and whatnot, we learned that Epstein was involved with Trump's first term, which began in 2017. But back to the excerpt here. A few months later, in March 2005, the police received a more substantive complaint from a woman who said her teenage stepdaughter had been paid by Mr. Epstein to give him a massage while she was undressed, according to a police report. That led to an investigation that later identified at least a dozen potential victims. And this is before the sweetheart deal that Alex Acosta gave Jeffrey Epstein in Florida on state charges. I think that allowed Epstein to dodge federal charges. And Alex Acosta, by the way, ended up being part of Trump's cabinet his first term. He ended up being labor secretary. Scratch my back. An FBI and Florida police investigation led to his indictment in 2006. That's right. Okay, yeah. So this last little bit here. 2 years later, he pleaded guilty in state court to 2 felony charges, including soliciting a minor in a deal that avoided federal charges that could have meant far more serious prison time. Alex Acosta got him off easy. It actually went a hell of a lot deeper than that. I wish I could comment on this thing, but I'm in the middle of a live stream. But if you guys watch the Legal Eagle video on the Epstein files, he goes into that case a lot more deeply. Let's see here. Let's switch on over back to my Twitter. So, like we were just saying, DOJ, FBI, they say this systematic review revealed no incriminating client lists, and there's also no credible evidence found that Epstein blackmailed prominent individuals as part of his actions, which is hilarious. Just a hilarious notion, you know. It's just the behavior of Prince Andrew, the behavior of Stephen King, behavior of goddamn Donald Trump would indicate that this is just bullshit. And you know, it's just like they're under the direction and jurisdiction of Donald Trump himself. This is like the most obvious cover up in the world. All right, what else we got here? Do. Yeah, from Brian Allen. Why did Epstein kill himself if he was an innocent man with $577 million, 0 clients, and no evidence against him? You don't go from "it's on my desk" to "it doesn't exist" unless someone powerful is on that list. Spoiler, it's not Biden. Let's see. Yeah, and you elect a gaslighter, you get gaslit. If there are no clients, why is Ghislaine Maxwell in jail? Hmm? And on top of that, why did the GOP Republicans decline? They vote against the release of. Let's see here. The client list. Not only that, they voted against hearing. I'm not gonna fucking find it. I'm not gonna scroll that far. They voted against hearing Ghislaine Maxwell testify, like in front of the Senate, if I'm not mistaken. So is this, let's see here. Yeah, from Tommy Vietor, I guess is how you pronounce that name, Vietor. This part of the Trump fandom drives him crazy. He is at once daddy, the "I alone can fix it" strongman, and also constantly the victim of some higher power whenever something goes wrong. And he's showing a screenshot here of the idiot Mike Cernovich. There's a chain of command on this planet, and elite pedophiles at the top, even above Trump, way above him. Who the fuck is above the president of the United States of America? It could, I mean, hell, like if Mike Cernovich probably used like a few more brain cells here in this fucking tweet, he would understand the chain of command he's referring to is the blackmail that's on Trump because of the trove of dirt there is on him in the Epstein files. Like it's that fucking simple. And, I'm just poking fun here. There's this. It's been a crazy couple weeks, and it's not over yet. It's not going to be over for a while. I don't know, guys. As a Trump-loving MAGA patriot, I have no idea why his FBI and DOJ say that the list doesn't exist. Why won't they just release the files? You know, I couldn't for the life of me figure it out. All right, and then there's this golden moment.
He ever worked with Jeffrey Epstein. It left some lingering mysteries. One of the biggest ones is whether he ever worked for a American or foreign intelligence agency. The former Labor Secretary, who was Miami U.S. Attorney Alex Costa, he allegedly said that he did work for an intelligence agency. So could you resolve whether or not he did? And also, could you say why there was a minute missing from the jailhouse tape?
Ooh.
Yeah, sure. If I
Pam,
could,
could I just interrupt for
Sure.
1 second?
One of the
Yeah, was that ever answered, by the way? Like, why there was a minute missing from the jailhouse video?
yeah, sure. If I
Pam,
could,
Like, it was like the metadata literally showed that it was edited and interfered with. Like, there's a minute missing from the jail cell, the jailhouse video the night that Jeffrey Epstein was killed. And the metadata showed that it was like tampered with, like obviously. Like, they didn't even cover their tracks at all. Like, oh, and then of course Trump desperately cuts in
could
here.
I just interrupt for
Sure.
1 second? Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering for
Fucking Marco Rubio here, just sitting in the middle, like, gotta keep a poker face. Gotta keep a poker face.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration, but you go ahead.
Sure. First, to back up on that, in February, I did an interview on Fox, and it's been getting a lot of attention because I said,
They said there was a minute missing because the camera reset every night, but then it turned out there are actually 3 minutes missing and the time doesn't align. That's even crazier. God, they they have every excuse
I was
in the
asked a
book.
question about the client list, and my response was, it's sitting on my desk to be reviewed.
Pam Bondi, by the way, gave Trump a big hand in Florida. I forget exactly what case she was a part of, but another instance of quid pro quo. Scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, and I think she even did favors for Epstein as well. I forget exactly the exact details, but she's the lightning rod right now. She's the scapegoat, even though Trump is like, hey, she's fine. We're MAGA. We're all in this together, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I mean, who fucking put her in that place, that position to begin with?
Viewed, meaning the file along with the JFK, MLK files as well. That's what I meant by that. Also,
No, you said the list was like the files were on your desk, which included the Epstein, the client list.
the tens of thousands of video, they turned out to be child porn downloaded by that disgusting Jeffrey Epstein. Child porn is what they were. Never going to be released, never going to see
Does the client list involve that? Everybody that involved themselves with Epstein?
the light of day. To him being an agent, I have no knowledge about that. We can get back to you on that.
He was probably a knowing or unknowing accomplice of Mossad. That much is known.
And the minute missing from the video, we released the video showing definitively the video was not conclusive, but the evidence prior to it was showing he committed suicide. And what was on that, there was a minute that was off the counter. And what we learned from Bureau of Prisons was every night, they redo that video. It's old, from like 1999. So every night the video is reset, and every night should have the same minute missing. So we're looking for that video to release that as well, showing that a minute is missing every night. And that's it on Epstein.
A likely story.
saying Jeffrey Epstein.
Okay. Yeah. Again, not a denial, and just remember. Fucking, I unironically asked Grok, you know, just for like shits and giggles. Hold on, guys, I forget. Who was president when Epstein's body was found? And Grok responds, that'd be Donald Trump on August 10th, 2019. Officially a suicide, but let's be real. The Epstein didn't kill himself meme exists for a reason. Shady jail mishap scream cover up. Damn. Okay, Grok, I hear you. I see you. Every conservative influencer and pundit on here, for some reason, it's so weird how Trump's FBI and DOJ are now trying to say that there's no client list. Who are they protecting? Who would make them say that? And the rest of us with functioning brain stems. Like, come on, dude. Come on. Come on. They think you're fucking stupid. Plenty of, like, this you has been popping off lately. This account, this you. Like, all the people who used to say, like, we need the Epstein files. This issue's not going to go away and whatnot. And then after, Daddy Trump says we need to move on from this, you're still talking about Epstein. What the hell? Get over it. They turn on a dime. I think even Elon had a great point too. Like, had a great tweet. Like, you can tell who the paid ones are because like, I wouldn't be surprised if this fucking blue check, the Reckoning, whoever the fuck this is, receives some checks. Goddamn well Ben Shapiro does. His takes recently. Not to mention Charlie Kirk. And because of all this, because there's just an incessant demand for accountability and credibility from this regime, they've turned the notch up on the culture wars again, distract from this obvious cover-up, including shit like the Washington Commanders should change their name back to the Redskins, and we're reopening the probe into Obama and the Russiagate stuff in 2016 and blah, blah, blah. Or this shit here. White House waives executive privilege for Dr. Biden, Dr. Kevin O'Connor, and cover-up probe. And it's just like, for fuck's sake. And of course, the now famous Trump post on Truth Social that we're about to get to. Let's see here. Phil's from Secular Talk. Phil's Island sex temple with hidden cameras and blackmail equipment. Yes, there's literally so many fucking cameras and shit, and as well as in his properties. And yeah, he turns out he just forgot to blackmail anybody. He just had those all that equipment set up for fun, just for laughs, just for the gag. Didn't intend to use any of it. What's the big deal? All right. Of course, the cult melting down over the Epstein rug pull. Let's see here. Do. Bunch of shit about ICE and Palestine, of course. Because right after the admission from the DOJ and the FBI dropped, like right after they said, "Oh, there's no files, there's no client list," Benjamin Netanyahu arrived in Washington like the next day, and so all the news was going to focus on that. This is great. Kash Patel. The conspiracy theories just aren't true. Never have been. It's an honor to serve the president, and I'll continue to do so for as long as he calls on me. Yeah, from Midas Touch. Here we go. Enough said. I mean, gaslighting 101. You enjoying falling for it again? Refill your popcorn. You're gonna fall for it again. Remember the binder thing? All right. Here we go. I'm sure there's a full. Yeah, no, this ain't it. The full post. I'll probably just look it up. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Charlie Kirk. All right. Vote Trump to release the list, said Charlie Kirk, October 7, 2024. And now he's saying President Trump on the Epstein files says he supports Pam Bondi. Those files are untrustworthy and created by Comey and Brennan. He wants his Justice Department to focus on the Voter Fraud Regulation Act Blue and arresting thugs and criminals. Well, it seems like another distraction. Like, how can he have any credibility on those things if he's not even going to be credible on the Epstein files, which are like a bipartisan issue? It doesn't matter who you are. You know that there's a cover up, and there's been a cover up since Epstein was got. All right. I don't have the energy to do his voice. I'm just going to read it out. What's going on, my boys, and in some cases, gals? Like, this is like, here's the thing. Here's Trump sitting on the toilet, shitting out his daily McDonald's, and just pissed off that his base, his supporters, the people who subscribe to the QAnon conspiracism, who buy into Alex Jones shit and follow just conspiracy theorists daily, who have followed this shit. He's so he thinks so lowly of them. He's just going to like shame them into compliance and just dropping it. And because he thinks so lowly of his own base, his most strongest and vocal supporters, because like I don't know if he is capable of feeling shame, but he's fucking nervous as fuck about this, and he's been nervous as fuck about this because he doesn't want to be exposed. They're all going after AG Pam Bondi, who is doing a fantastic job. We are one team, MAGA, and I don't like what's happening. We have a perfect administration, the talk of the world, and selfish people are trying to hurt it. All over a guy who never dies, Jeffrey Epstein. For years, it's Epstein over and over again. Why are we giving publicity to files written by Obama, crooked Hillary, Comey, Brennan, and the losers and criminals of the Biden administration? I'm going to stop right there. Yeah, Hillary helped author files that potentially incriminate her fucking husband. Like, this is just throwing shit against the wall and seeing if it sticks, and it's sliding down at a rapid pace. The Biden administration, who conned the world with the Russia hoax, 51 intelligence agents, the laptop from hell, and more. They created the Epstein files, just like they created the fake Hillary Clinton, Christopher Steele dossier that they used on me. And now my so-called friends are playing right into their hands. He's just making all this shit up. Like, he's pulling it straight out of his ass. Why didn't these radical left lunatics release the Epstein files? And here's the thing. Biden didn't release the files because it would incriminate a lot of Democrat elites, as well as a lot of their donors as well. And Trump knows this. Don't think he doesn't. You know, I think, who is it? Chelsea Pelosi? What is that her fucking name? Nancy Pelosi's daughter. Like, she tweeted after Epstein died, like, if all this stuff comes out about, you know, Epstein and his clients and whatnot, a lot of our favorites could be implemented. A lot of our favorites could be involved, could be wrapped up in, you know, the case. It's like unreal. Let's see. If there was anything in there that could have hurt the MAGA movement, why didn't they use it? That's actually a good point. So, if there's not anything in there that hurts the MAGA movement or you, Trump, why don't you release the files? It's like, I think Brian Tyler Cohen posted, if the Epstein files cleared Trump, he'd be selling them on Truth Social. Implicated, I think. Yeah, I said, yeah. Did I say implemented? I did. I did mean to say implicated. Yeah. I thought I did, but oh well. They haven't even given up on the John F. Kennedy and the MLK files, no matter how much success we had securing the border, deporting criminals, fixing the economy, managing diamonds, blah, blah, blah. A bunch of bullshit. It's never enough for some people. We're about to achieve more in 6 months than any other administration has achieved in over 100 years, and we have so much more to do. You guys know that the stock market is only up like 0.72% since Trump took office. And not to mention, like, federal revenue is down. The economy is okay. Cost of living still going up. Anyway, we are saving our country, making America great again, and we will continue to do, which will continue to be our complete priority. The left is imploding. Kash Patel and the FBI must be focused on investigating voter fraud, political corruption, Act Blue, the rigged and stolen election of 2020, just all the shit that he can't let go. And arresting thugs and criminals instead of spending month after month looking at nothing but the same old radical left-inspired documents on Jeffrey Epstein. Let Pam Bondi do her job. She's great. The 2020 election was rigged and stolen, and they tried to do the same thing in 2024. That's what she's looking into as AG and much more. Well, I fucking wonder if she'll lie about that shit too. It's so crazy how, like, there's just nothing there. There's no leverage that they have because all the shit that they've been fear mongering about and sensationalizing and making up conspiracy theories about for years now basically amount to nothing. It's all it's all bullshit. All diversions, deflections, and distractions. All right, to finish it off here, that's what she is looking into as AG and much more. 1 year ago, our country was dead. Now it's the hottest country anywhere in the world. Yeah, is that why the dollar is devaluing, just dropping like a rock? No country is investing in us anymore. We're not a safe investment. Like, the bond market is in turmoil and shit. Tourism has fallen off a goddamn cliff. Yeah, we're so hot right now, Donald. Let's keep it that way and not waste time and energy on the Jeffrey Epstein, somebody that nobody cares about. Oh, sure, dude. Thank you for your attention to this matter. God, it's as funny as fucking ever, dude. It's as funny as ever. Yeah, it's like Ken Klippenstein says here. Trump really doesn't want to talk about Epstein. And of course, Truth Social is not taking it well. You're losing too many in your base. Have an egg collect what we are saying all over social media. Pam Bondi has not been telling us the truth. Her story changed each time. Sir, you need to listen to us. Are you aware how long and hard many of us work to get the truth? We refuse to give this a pass. For us, this will not go away. This is about the children. Mr. President, you did make the promise. Just saying. Another one. Why did he kill himself? Why is Ghislaine Maxwell still in prison? With all due respect, release everything with nothing left out other than the minor victims' names. Yeah, not to mention the child porn and whatnot. Every pedophile needs to be held accountable, castrated, and in prison. We were promised on day one. I support you and always have, but this is not going away until the files are released. It's still not either. Like, even on newer posts too, like, because Trump posts on Instagram or his team does for him or whatever, and they're still like the top comments by far and away are still like, where are the Epstein files? This is just another distraction from the Epstein files. When are we getting the client list? This and that. Like, they're not letting they're not letting this go, and they shouldn't. Yeah, and a good point from Brandon here. I can't believe Trump just gifted the DNC the easiest layup ever. Either he has, he either has to admit to exploiting the sex traffic of children to get elected, or that he is protecting pedophiles. Surely they'll mess this up, right? Knowing the Democrats, they absolutely will. We're releasing the Epstein files day one. There are no Epstein files. Here's video proof that nothing happened. Okay, we had to edit it. There are no Epstein files. There are Epstein files, but the Democrats made them. Why do they care so much about this Epstein guy? What are files? Oh shit! What's going on with my What's going on with my tops and in some cases bottoms? I'm still so. God, it's so fucking funny. Let's see here. Yeah. Hello. Fun fact: Trump and Melania had sex for the first time on Mr. Jeffrey Epstein's plane. AOC. Wow, who would have thought that electing a rapist would have complicated the release of the Epstein files? No kidding. Stop talking about Epstein. If I was the president and the whole world was calling me a pedophile, I would release every page of the Epstein files to prove I wasn't in there. Unless I was in there. Trump's FBI says Epstein did nothing wrong. Pedocon theory never fails. The GOP isn't a political party? No, they are pedocons. Pedocons are menace that seek to molest kids. This is what the GOP is. Kids are who they molest. God damn, dude. Scott Adams basically saying that full disclosure of the Epstein files would destroy Republican congressional control. It's not pedocon theory; it's pedocon law. It's true. They're not. There are some Republicans even skipping town because they don't want to have their names attached to a no vote for releasing information from any of the Epstein files or the client list or anything. Would you favor full disclosure if you knew it would? Yeah. Disgusting shit. And then SDO replying to Medlock, who retweeted him. Pedocon theory is like gravity theory. Yeah, do push-ups every time a conservative turns out to be a pedophile. It's fucking true. Of course, fucking Elmo getting hacked and tweeting a bunch of anti-Semitic shit, which was covered on The Daily Show, Jon Stewart, which was a great episode. Release the fuck, god damn it. Release the files, Donald Trump, child fucker. Yeah. Of course, this is just the heat of all of it. Imagine being a right winger and a right wing grifter and having to defend all of this. And we saw the year anniversary of Trump avoiding assassination. I remember exactly where I was when that happened. Looks like there's a guardian angel. Words. Watching over him. God, I am not in it right now. Watching over him that day. Oh man. God, I've been going for 45 minutes. That hasn't even felt like half an hour. That's crazy. That's crazy. It just goes to show just how fucking much there is. Absolutely nuts. That's cool. People burning their MAGA hats. Oh my god, I love this tweet here. It really does just say a whole hell of a lot. Just burn my MAGA hat. Why the fuck would you go to that island, Donald Trump? And if you're ever feeling stupid, just remember that Trump supporters are only now realizing that he's a pedophile. Yeah. Yeah, this is what I mentioned earlier. Ghislaine Maxwell willing to reveal Jeffrey Epstein's client list, but is being blocked by congressional Republicans. Yeah, it sure seems like the entire Republican Party is protecting pedophiles. Now, this is a big one. Glenn Greenwald. Speaking of which, they didn't know he went to the right. I mean, a lot of them consider it like to be like a fucking hoax, like a lefty hoax and shit. But now all this shit actually comes out, like, oh, there's not a client list after all. There's no files, and like, huh? Yeah, I want to see Ghislaine exposed as well. Absolutely. We'll see. Glenn Greenwald, who I had a conversation with about 4 years ago, which we should probably like revisit that conversation. I haven't watched it since then, and I know I didn't do a good job, but that's probably something that we could actually cover in one of these streams sometime. It's been on my docket. It's been on my to-do lists for quite some time now. But Naftali Bennett, former Israeli Prime Minister, with Mossad having reported to him directly, says here, I say with you with 100% certainty, the accusation that Jeffrey Epstein somehow worked for Israel or the Mossad running a black bear ring is categorically and totally false. Bullshit. He says Epstein's conduct, both criminal and merely despicable, had nothing to do whatsoever with the Mossad or the state of Israel. Hey, fun fact for you guys. Did you know that Israel is the #1 haven in the world for sex offenders? People who are they commit sexual crimes get on a list. They go there to avoid accountability, among other things. I mean, and they just happen to it just happens to be like the highest concentration of them among like the world. I believe. I'll have to look into the actual numbers and details and data of that, but it's crazy. Yes, that's right, Megan. Ghislaine's dad, known Mossad, wouldn't be surprised if all that is off the books. Right. There's a whole lot that when it comes to that, and her family's in involvement with Mossad and shit. Like, I think it was Alex Acosta who literally said, like, hands. Someone in U.S. intelligence was told to like be hands off with Epstein because quote he's intelligence. I forget is he's U.S. intelligence or Mossad, but like he was a real Israeli intelligence. I know intelligence was the word. Like he was intelligence. That was what was being conveyed. But pretty crazy. Ian Carroll's sounding more right by the day, Megan. Don't you agree? Like damn, he was spitting. All right. Let's continue with Naftali Bennett. He never worked for the Mossad. This accusation is a lie being peddled by prominent online personalities such as Tucker Carlson, pretending they know things they don't. They just make things up, say it with confidence, and these lies stick because it's Israel. Because Israel never does that, right? There's a vicious wave of slander and lies against my country, my people, and we just won't take it anymore. Of course, Glenn Greenwald reposts that. Following him for a long time. Hell yeah. Glenn Greenwald responding to that saying, one of Epstein's closest friends was former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak. 2, a key source of Epstein's vast wealth, though mysterious, was from Les Wexner, whose primary life cause is Israel. 3, Ghislaine Maxwell's father, the billionaire Robert Maxwell, was a Mossad agent who mysteriously died after that was reported. Though Maxwell was British, Israel gave him a state funeral when he died. 4, Epstein got the red carpet treatment when visiting Israel. 5, Epstein bankrolled major investments in Israeli tech. And there's evidence linked below in his tweet. But fine, if Epstein had no ties to Israeli intelligence or any other intel service, which is theoretically possible, why can't Pam Bondi, CIA, and FBI say that? And that's the thing. There was a clip from, God, who was it? I forget who it was, but I saw it on the Majority Report. Someone involved, it was a guy involved in, I think, the current Trump administration that basically didn't deny that Epstein was involved with Israeli intelligence in some fashion, in some form or another. Maybe not an actual agent, but he was definitely wrapped up in that. All right. Oopsie poopsie. There we go. Yeah, this what I was literally just fucking talking about. If I would have just scrolled up just one. This okay, yeah, of course it was Emma Vigil. Yes, okay. It was fucking Alex Acosta. Okay. Alex Acosta, the former U.S. attorney in Miami, on why he cut Jeffrey Epstein the sweetheart non-prosecution plea deal back in 2007. I was told that Epstein, quote, belonged to intelligence, unquote, and to leave it alone. The deal saw Epstein serve just 15 months in jail for child sex offenses. That's the fucking thing. That's fuck, man. Oh, shit. Yeah. Absolutely crazy crazy shit. God, I wonder why Trump doesn't want people talking about Jeffrey Epstein. It's not just him either. I remember when Bill Gates was being interviewed, I think on PBS or something like that, and he was asked by the interviewer about his ties with Jeffrey Epstein, and he got clearly uncomfortable and eventually said, "Well, he's dead now, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, something like that. Like he's dead now, so I mean, why are we talking about this? This is God damn, dude." All right. God, there's like there's 4 tweets in one here. Charlie Kirk saying something that no conservative has ever said in the history of forever. I'm gonna trust my friends in the government. Absolutely hilarious. Bent over, cheek spread, because he's a fucking paid asset. He always has been. You know, an offshoot of the Heritage Foundation, which was peddled with billionaire money. Giant conservative think tank project that spawned his career and Candace Owens and fucking Dennis Prager and a handful of other fuckers. We had Tony Moon saying, "Nail meat coffin. No one that has any integrity will watch or listen to this spinely, big-head, small-faced hypocrite." Yeah. Yep. This was who? Oh, it's an X article. Oh, you can publish your own articles on X with Premium Plus. I might have to get Premium just to do that. Prison cameras went down while Ghislaine Maxwell committed suicide next week. Oh, bless. Yeah, I'm going to trust my friends in the government. Conservative think tank Turning Points USA co-founder Charlie Kirk. God damn, dude. All right, this must be. All right, let's watch this. Let's watch something funny real quick. Stop screen. Share screen. Yeah, here we go.
I'm Donald J. Trump. I'm just thinking, like, this Epstein guy seems like a weird dude. Like, weird.
Did he just say what I think he said?
Yeah, this Epstein guy seems like just a weird guy.
You are a crusader for truth and justice.
Yeah, he wasn't even my best friend. He was like number 2 or 3.
So you probably have insider knowledge. Thank you. Sir.
Yeah, this Epstein stuff, really weird. Weird.
Will you release the Epstein files and expose these rich, evil monsters?
Sure.
Yes. Oh my God.
Who knows? Maybe. Never say
That's
never.
That's impressive. That's
Probably
really
won't,
interesting.
and I don't want to do that, but YOLO. So we just cut Medicare and Medicaid, and we just gave a huge tax cut to the rich. Also, we're releasing everything we know about the Epstein files.
Holy shit.
Which is nothing.
You said you'd release the files.
Yeah, but I can't because they're not real. I don't like you.
Yeah, you do.
No.
Yes, you do.
You want the files.
Are we still talking about
that weird guy?
Do the files exist?
No.
Really?
Don't you think if they had dirt on me, they'd release it by now?
Wait, what?
Democrats would have released it already.
If I was
It
on
could
it.
implicate powerful Democrats and Republicans.
We'll never know because it's not real.
Really? Okay, it's real. But Democrats, they made it up, so it's not reliable.
It's real, but it's not trustworthy.
Sure.
Can we see
I
it?
just showed you it.
Bro, are we still talking about this? Oh my God. Dude.
I thought he was kind of strange.
Oh my God. Wacky times. Like this is the highlight. This is like all this shit right now. Highlight of the Trump regime. Everything's fucking horrible. The big beautiful bill is awful. What Doge did was horrendous. The cutting off of America from the international community for in a variety of factors, sectors, and shit. Horrible. the rise of AI, the rich getting richer, the poor getting poorer. Horrendous, but all this fucking Epstein shit and the right wing meltdown and Trump desperately trying to save face and the MAGA schism, it's giving me life. It's giving me fucking sustenance. Yeah. House Republicans blocked effort by Democrats to force the release of the Epstein files. Yep. Yep. And of course, Beanie Man, absolutely insane that Democrats actually voted to have the U.S. government publish child porn. And of course, blatant mischaracterization of what was actually going on. It's absolutely insane that congressional Republicans are protecting the manufacturers of said CP, huh, Beanie Man? And those involved. Think he pulled a fucking Uno reverse card. It was just a fucking Joker card. Yeah, it's all these people in possession of the child porn should be arrested. Hot him. Whether this you. Let's see. Anyway, go see Superman. It's so fucking good. It's so fucking great. Nancy Mace tweeting all child rapists should get the death penalty and wrote this after just minutes after voting the release of the Epstein files. Hilarious. In unrelated news, House Democrat leaders not signaling that they won't whip against crypto bills, which signals their complacency in future financial meltdowns. Fucking horrendous. Netanyahu warns Trump that Iran is days away from releasing the Epstein files. Epstein Files, Transparency Act, Ro Khanna and Thomas Massie. Hopefully they actually do go somewhere with that. Like that, it gains legs. And the Streisand effect. The Streisand effect causing Google searches for Trump Epstein to skyrocket. Up 1,200%. Yeah. Oh, this is interesting. This is actually interesting. The guilty dog barks the loudest.
As I'm sure everybody's aware by now, on Saturday, Donald Trump attempted to get
Ring of
his
fire.
entire MAGA base and pretty much the entire world to move on from Jeffrey Epstein. And of course, he wanted the boys in his administration, specifically Dan Bongino, to stop criticizing Attorney General Pam Bondi. Trump put out a multi-paragraph post on Truth Social begging people to move on because, as he said, which is not true, the client list was put together by a group consisting of Obama, Hillary Clinton, and Joe Biden. So obviously you can't believe it. But also, by the way, the list doesn't exist, but it does exist, but it was created by liberals. So very contradictory and very much telling us he's definitely on the list. But believe it or not, his cries for his base to back off it didn't work at all. In fact, it backfired spectacularly. And Donald Trump himself is furious about this backfire. And according to one of his former trusted associates, he is now pacing back and forth inside the White House, screaming about how much he hates his base. That former trusted confidant is none other than Lev Parnas, who, according to him, still has sources inside Trump's White House. So here is what Parnas wrote on his Substack this week. He said that Dan Bongino is caught between the truth and Trump's wrath, and he's not alone, says Parnas. This morning, as I sit here writing this, my sources confirm something else. Trump is screaming again. He's furious, pacing, calling his base ungrateful, calling his supporters fools.
Hilarious.
As I'm sure everybody's aware.
This astounding, fantastic even. From Scott Adams. Must be some juicy and dangerous stuff in those files. But I don't feel the need to be a backseat driver on this topic. 4 leaders I trust said it's time to let it go. They want what is best for America, and they have their reasons. I don't need to check their work. Oh, man. Is there anybody more pathetic than the MAGA base? I mean, maybe Trump himself, but like... Let's see. Of course, Stephen King making the biggest fucking unforced error. Epstein list isn't real. The Epstein client list is real, but so is the Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus. It's like fucking Vosh saying, "What on earth would compel you to implicate yourself like this?" The one and the real ray gun here. The one time you take Trump's side is to defend child rape. But Stephen King's written some very questionable fucking shit to begin with. So yeah, criticizes Trump daily for like a decade. Finally defends Trump on something that's the Epstein list. The annoying orange saying, "Release the list." God. Fucking Donald Trump crypto scam enabling act. There's some other shit going on too, and it's not good news. Trump lashing out at his base. Hey MAGA, are you paying attention? You ever notice how Trump will call something a hoax if it's about something that potentially incriminates him? So Epstein files are a dumb hoax, and okay, Matt Walsh for once actually has a point. So the Epstein files are a dumb hoax, and yet the Attorney General who deliberately peddled this dumb hoax is doing a great job, won't be fired, and we should stop criticizing her. Someone make sense of this for me. Of course, Evan Loves Worf. Excuse me. Evan Loves Worf, who posts tweets constant fucking viral tweets all the damn time. Retweeting Matt Walsh saying, "Nothing is more pleasing than watching these dipshits slowly realize they were fucking fooled by the most obvious con man on earth. He was best friends with Epstein, you dumb fuck." Man. Now, altruism aside, this shit about USAID and Sesame Street. Oh no, if Iraqi children learn to count. Altruism aside, conservative dum-dums and replies have no concept of soft power or why it's important. Yeah. Fucking the defunding of PBS and NPR is yet another fucking horrible goddamn thing. Yeah, no, right here. Americans for Tax Fairness. I don't know who needs to hear this, but taking $9.4 billion from global aid, PBS, and NPR isn't saving money when you just pass tax breaks for the rich that add $3.4 trillion to the deficit. Let's see. Here we go.
Release the list.
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing.
Yeah, that's Theo Vaughn retweeting this saying, "Yeah, what changed?" Fucking JD Vance. JD Vance has been like such a fucking non-entity so far. It's like off-putting, but also like, yeah, nobody wants to see you anyway. And whenever he does fucking like come out of the woodworks, it's to tweet something that's utterly fucking retarded or just like a really bad take or just like a fucking lie. So he just fucking just towing the goddamn party line. And of course, the latest shit with the Wall Street Journal. Trump sent a letter to Epstein for his 50th birthday with an outline of a naked woman. Reportedly, it read, "There must be more to life than having everything," the note began. "Yes, there is, but I won't tell you what it is. Nor will I, since I also know what it is. We, Donald, we have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, yes, we do, come to think of it. Donald, enigmas never age. Have you noticed that, Jeffrey? As a matter of fact, it was clear to me the last time I saw you." And then Trump, I don't know why, like on the actual note itself, like he refers himself to Donald the whole time in the exchange. It's a fake exchange, by the way. And then the last one, he refers himself as Trump. Whatever. A pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret. And how am I not following CoffeeZilla? Damn. And I've seen the note. I don't know if I can find it here or even if I even like tweeted it or anything, but it is a little drawing of a naked woman with like fucking with Donald Trump's signature, his inky, sharpie, cluttered signature that acts as the pubic hair on the naked woman. Let's see. Yeah, if releasing the Epstein list would collapse your government, then your government needs to collapse. Hey, baby. Hi. Hi, sweetheart. Say hi to the fellow audience. Hello, baby. Say hi. Hey, hi, hello. What are you doing? Meow, meow. Looky. There you go. All right. Okay. Fake drawing. I doubt it. I doubt it. It seems authentic. All right. Matt Walsh being threatened by imaginary gay guys yet again. Let's see here. Trump not letting it go. If there was a smoking gun on Epstein, why didn't the Dems, who controlled the files for 4 years and had Garland and Comey in charge, use it? Because they had nothing. Ken Klippenstein saying what anyone with a fucking functioning brain is thinking, or a shred of honesty for that reason, for that matter. Why is it so hard to believe that neither party had any appetite for transparency, Epstein, who befriended prominent members of both parties? It's like, hello. And so, like, let's just like iron out the let's see. Not subscribe low quality, not release for OG sources. No access to the actual journal. Well, like Wall Street Journal is doubling down. Like they're like doubling down on their like defense of like the authenticity of the notes. Even in the face of this apparent lawsuit that Trump is throwing at them. Obviously, Epstein shit is just corrupt people blocking any action. Obviously, Epstein shit is just corrupt people blocking any Actually, yeah, like to avoid and escape accountability and shit. So like the MAGA logic here is just something to behold. So let me get this straight. Democrats are in the Epstein files. Democrats fabricated all those files, which means when Democrats voted to release the Epstein files, Republicans voted against them to protect the Democrats from framing themselves. And now Trump is their fiercest and most passionate defender. like what the fuck? Good morning. Obama isn't getting arrested, isn't going to prison for treason. It's all political theater to distract from Epstein. Pass it on. Isaac Saul. I'm 97.5% certain Trump wrote the letter the WSJ described. Why? One, he loves to draw. It's well documented. And he look here. He's definitely drawn pictures. These are a bunch of examples. See Scott and drawing with bidding at $205. Piece of art created by Donald Trump. That's a signature on all these. So he likes to draw. It's all like Sharpie drawings too. Shit. 2, he uses the word enigma, also documented. 3, he was really good friends with Epstein. 4, he also has a track record of sending notes like this. He does seem like the kind of guy to make up a fake like dialogue. It was cheeky. It was a little it's charming in a weird way, but still kind of creepy. And again, the Wall Street Journal risk of being wrong, especially if they're doubling down, it has to be authentic. It has to be. If they have it, then release it. Yeah. This isn't. I think they've even signaled this isn't the only thing that they have. They have a hell of a lot more. They're sitting on a trove of shit. If I understand correctly. Obviously, if files were fakes created by Dems, they would not benefit Republicans to release. Well, if I mean, I guess, but if powerful Dems are in the files, wouldn't that incentivize the Republicans to release them? He said he doesn't draw women and people and they're like skylines. I just don't get that as an own. Speaking of it as an anagram is the best theory I've seen. Maybe Occam's razor is the best. The simplest explanation is the most likely one. What would it be an anagram for though? I can't even. What would it? Gaming? like gaming? Or animeg? Oh yeah, the Heritage Foundation founder, Edwin Fuller, died. Fuck yeah. Only path from CoffeeZilla. The only path forward is to fully release the Epstein files without CSAM. Everyone from the beginning has been calling for this. Every day the White House resists this, it looks worse. What are you doing, silly? Hi, baby. What you want? Do you want to be let out? Is that what you want? Or do you just want attention? What do you want, silly butt? All right. Almost current. I don't think I really have much left. What's your most pretentious opinion? Big cities have infinitely more culture than rural areas because anyone who wants to do anything in their life leaves rural areas for cities. First chance they get. It's true. And no intelligent person has ever been apolitical or centrist. I agree with that as well. Of course, the anniversary of the unfortunate passing of Michael Brooks, the horrendously bad platforming of a whole bunch of fascists to go against Mehdi Hassan, who's incredible. You are so cute. I love you so much. You're so fucking precious. Got me sounding like fucking Tony Soprano. Yeah. But yeah, how long has it been understood now that COVID-19 can cause brain damage even in mild cases? It's fucking wild. If the files were fake, then they would implicate Republicans' ideas of both Dems and Republicans on the root files, which were replaced. Replaced? Huh. Camina or something is much, for instance, Camine French term for little girl? Oh, really? Really? I mean, that's gross. I mean, that just makes it even worse. Man. Protect the kids, so you release the Epstein files? Well, no. Provide better social services? We're actually cutting those. Compel churches to report molestations? Vetoing that. Well, I like this conspiracy theory. What's a conspiracy theory you believe with your whole heart? I'm still a big fan of this some guy that said they stopped teaching cursive in schools so newer generations can't read and understand historical documents or declarations. I buy into that 100%. Like, fascists historically do not want a an educated population. Look no further than the fucking gutting of the Department of Education right now. Public schools deteriorating, classroom sizes getting bigger and bigger, uh, teachers being underpaid, uh, curriculums being stripped, electives disappearing, passing grades being lowered so that way like, lower performing students can pass and graduate and shit. I 100% believe that. Thomas Massey claiming the government is covering for child rapists. Fucking disgusting shit. Also, Superman's great. Go see Superman. It's fucking awesome. Israel sucks. Fuck Netanyahu. Um, this conspiracy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we love Massey. Massey's all right. He's cool. Um, Oh yeah, like I said earlier, this new Obama investigation will go nowhere. It was settled after 2016 that Russia did interfere with the election, but the findings concluded that it wasn't enough to matter. This is old news. What Tulsi Gabbard and DOJ are doing is just another distraction for MAGA to mindlessly gobble up so they move on from the Epstein cover-up. And as you probably just saw on stream, a Palestinian man walking calmly in Hebron with his arms raised, getting shot in the back by Israeli soldiers for no goddamn reason, because there's still a fucking genocide going on. Anyway, oh yeah, oh, I'll end on this. Fucking Omar Fateh. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. He is gonna be the next fucking goddamn mayor of Minneapolis. Hell, motherfucking yeah. Stop simping for a movie you're not paid to simp for. Well, I mean, maybe I should be getting paid to simp for movies then. Oh, I see the people starving. Yeah, it's fucked. It's beyond fucked right now. It's getting worse by the day. Somali one. Yeah. Didn't see that one. Are you talking about Superman? It's still in theaters. It's fucking good. Like it's so good. Like I'm surprised they got away with a lot of what they did. And it's such a positive and uplifting and like optimistic movie too. But it's like so well done too. He won for real. Yeah. I think I think uh I think Ben Shapiro covered it. Or was it Matt Walsh? Might have been Ben Shapiro. Yeah, he won for real, and because the Democratic Party like in the city, I think endorsed him. Yeah, Omar Fateh. All right. Oh, here we go. See what Matt Walsh's dumbass has to say about
I believe a state senator making the case that the real terror threat in America comes from, you'll never believe it, white people.
Heard them being called terrorists. We heard them being called drug dealers. We heard a lot of insults. We heard that they're a threat to our national security, and that's a flat-out lie. You want to know who the real threat is, Madam President? I'll give you a hint. They don't look like our chief author. They don't look like the folks up in the gallery. They don't look like the folks on the rotunda. They look like many of the members that sit in the front. And you don't have to take my word for it. According to DHS, Madam President, the greatest domestic threat facing the United States comes from, quote, racially or ethnically motivated violent extremists, specifically those who advocate for the superiority of the white race, not our immigrants.
So he can barely
bingo. Yeah. So that's those are fucking facts. Those are straight up facts. Like this is actually true. Like like white supremacy, white nationalism. When it comes to like mass shootings or like big terror incidents, it's like a lot of times like a plurality, maybe even the majority of the time, it's white nationalists.
read. No surprise there.
But fucking shut the fuck up.
Superiority of the white race, not our immigrants.
So he can barely read. No surprise there. Standing there in his official capacity as an elected representative, repeating the claim that white Americans are the greatest threat, which is, of course, totally false, completely imaginary. What?
I'm going to take a wild guess and say that Matt here doesn't even counter it with any actual facts of his own. He doesn't actually do anything to debunk the actual facts being laid out there.
What happens if I, as a white American, emigrate to China and then stand up and declare that the real threat to China comes from Chinese people? How long would
That is the most retarded fucking argument I've literally ever fucking heard.
it take for them to denaturalize me and deport me?
Like what? like what? Where's your fucking logic here, dude? What? Like, and is he trying to say that Omar isn't a fucking citizen? Like, okay. What if Omar was white? Then what? What if I, as a white guy, cite the DHS statistics just as Omar did there? Would like how is that your fucking argument, Matt? Holy shit. Yeah, he's fucking U.S. born. When the mayor said, yeah, he's pretty much guaranteed to, since it's a blue city, and like he's basically the front runner now. So he's a state senator and goddamn spot. Yes, that's right. That is absolutely right. With DHS statistics, when it comes to like the main threats of terrorism within the United States, so like I guess domestic terrorism, and how the majority of it is ethnically or racially motivated violence. That usually comes from, drum roll, white supremacists. So yeah, Matt Walsh being a dumbass racist again. Let's see. What else you got?
A Muslim socialist named Omar Fateh, who represents the district where George Floyd overdosed, is now gaining traction in the mayor's race. This is what George Floyd Square was like.
This bill of comprehensive police reform to be... just got to be careful here with some gunshots. Excuse us. It sounds like gunshots. I'll let you know what this is.
So there it is. That's Omar Fateh's home turf. And he wants all of Minneapolis, and indeed all the United States, to look just like that.
What in the fuck is he literally fucking talking about?
Muslim socialist named Omar Fateh, who represents the district where George Floyd overdosed, is now gaining traction in the mayor's race. This is what George Floyd's...
Oh, like we're just going to tack on a video of some random gunshots or fireworks going off in the background and just ascribe that to Omar Fateh's ideals, his platform, his campaign. It's like he's not even fucking trying. Saw one of his promo videos. He's really trying hard to hide the accent. People shitting all over him. People are fucking ignorant. People fucking like hide behind their bigotry and like act like it's a fucking argument. State Congress from Minneapolis District. We have state power before this mayoral campaign. What do you mean? Like state power, like for what? Here we go. The DFL
is 9:04. New this morning, State Senator Omar Fateh has won the Minneapolis DFL endorsement for mayor. Fateh posting this on X, saying, quote, "This endorsement is a message that Minneapolis residents are done with broken promises, vetoes, and politics as usual. It is a mandate to build a city that works for all of us." Fateh won the endorsement over 4 other candidates at the DFL convention last night at the Target Center, including current Mayor Jacob Fry. Originally, this convention was planned at North High School, but organizers moved it to Target Center to make space for the 800 delegates and 800 alternates. Fateh won at least 60% of the delegate vote to clinch that endorsement.
There we
go. He
now
has won the party's symbolic vote of confidence as well as volunteer power for efforts to win the overall race. Mayor Jacob
Cool.
Fry's campaign releasing a statement after that vote saying, quote, this election should be decided by the entire city rather than the small group of people who became delegates, particularly in light of the extremely flawed and irregular conduct of this convention. Voters will now have a clear choice between the records and leadership of Senator Fateh and Mayor Fry. We look forward to taking our vision.
Awesome sauce. Good shit.
Is 9:04 new this morning. State Senator
Right,
Omar
right. Okay. Ignore my recommended. Shit. Where's the new fucking Bernie Sanders? Okay. We'll end off on this. I've been gone for like an hour and a half now. We'll end off here. I guess I haven't seen this yet. I guess Bernie Sanders. Oh shit, new Jon Stewart. Okay, fuck yeah. Oh, the Colbert cancellation thing. Yeah. All right. I haven't seen this yet. Bernie Sanders has some words on the Epstein files, I suppose.
Very much for joining me. Let me be frank. I have no idea what is in the Epstein files, who is in the Epstein files.
Well, won the first state Senate election the year after George Floyd. Okay, South Minneapolis, now running for Minneapolis mayor. Yeah, so like he was voted after it anyway. Like he had nothing to do with like the actual shape of the district, the shape that the district was in, or anything like that. And it's also like, I mean, Matt Walsh is literally a fucking self-proclaimed fascist, so he doesn't even believe in democracy. He has an open disdain for it. So fuck what he thinks.
Or whether or not these files actually even exist. But this I do know. Jeffrey Epstein was an extremely wealthy guy who hung out with some of the wealthiest and most powerful people in our country and the world, including Bill Clinton, Prince Andrew, multiple billionaires, and Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
And this I also know. During his presidential campaign, Donald Trump said very clearly that he would release the Epstein files. My response, Mr. President, do it. Do what you promised the American people you would do.
So
and
blunt.
Stop trying to deflect attention away from what you promised. Be transparent the way you promised you would be. Tell the truth like you promised. Because hiding whatever he's hiding with the Epstein files is not the first time, to say the least, that he has lied to the American people.
Mm-hmm.
He promised that his big, beautiful bill wouldn't touch Medicaid. Instead, the bill is going to take away Medicaid from 17 million Americans. Why is he slashing Medicaid? So he can give $1 trillion in tax breaks to the top 1% and $900 billion in tax breaks to the corporate world. In other words, he is making his very rich friends much richer while making life harder for working families. But that is not all. Trump is attacking every single day the very foundations of American democracy. He is usurping the responsibilities of Congress and is illegally refusing to allocate the money that Congress appropriated for education, housing, and other basic needs. He is ignoring court decisions that he doesn't like and attacking universities who are teaching courses he doesn't like. He's going after law firms that represented clients he doesn't like. Further, he doesn't like a free press and he doesn't want criticism. He has sued ABC, Meta, the Wall Street Journal, and CBS, and he has cut funding for PBS and NPR.
Yeah.
Enough is enough. Too many Americans have fought and died to defend freedom.
That's just another further example of fascists not wanting an educated public. Is like PBS and NPR, like it's public broadcasting, like children's shows. You know, I grew up on PBS. I fucking grew up on that shit. A lot of us did. You know, and NPR, you know, like because they're publicly funded, they don't have to like bend to like the will of some private benefactor or whoever gives them money to advertise their bullshit. But because they hold power to like account from like the most objective point of view possible, and because objective reality doesn't paint Trump in a positive light, of course the fucking Republicans would defund PBS NPR.
Democracy, to defend the First Amendment and the right to dissent. That is what makes America great. Whether Donald Trump likes it or not, we are and will remain a government of the people, by the people, and for the people, not a country run by a bunch of billionaire oligarchs who want to move this country to an authoritarian society. Thank you.
I love Bernie. He just gets right to the actual meat and nitty gritty, and circles the attention back on what truly matters. All right. God, I went forever here, an hour 40 minutes. We'll be back tomorrow, 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. Me and Mr. Dieter McBusiness. We'll be talking about all kinds of shit on Left Coast Live. Hopefully you'll be there. And tomorrow, let's fucking yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And I'm sure there'll be plenty to talk about since we took a break last week. Little mini summer vacation and whatnot. So we will see you guys tomorrow. Take care.